Hi, Adekola, Adeyemi, Adeyinka. You are the first viewer here. Welcome to our live. Way to the world, welcome. I can see you all here. Adami, welcome. Oh, I can see you all. You are all welcome. Sophie, welcome. Gabby Anyawu, you are welcome. Jetty Songs, I can see you. Fred Glamour, you are welcome. Tolu Ola, welcome. Yeah, Sophie, welcome. I can see you all here. Okay, so let's wait for more people to join. Fumzi, welcome. Kayla Magic, you are welcome. You are welcome to today's live session. Sun Styles, welcome. Dave, welcome. You are all welcome to today's live session. Let's just wait a few minutes for more people to join, then we start. SPKC, welcome to today's live session. Welcome, welcome. I can see you all here. Welcome. Thanks for joining us today. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, Pinky Baby, you are welcome. Glad to have you here. Welcome. Sherry Coco Official, you are welcome also. So I'll be kickstarting in the next few minutes. Donna Damu, welcome. Oluwaseyi, welcome. Okay, you are all welcome to today's live session. Welcome, I welcome you all. You all know why we are here. We are always here every Wednesday by 12 noon to give us updates on studying abroad, all you need to know about studying abroad. And today we have another great update, and this will be about Ireland. Another exciting update about Ireland. So today I will be talking about why Ireland is the best study destination for you in 2024 and 2025, 2026, any year you are looking at going. So why Ireland is the best study option. My name is Elizabeth Oluyemi, and I'm a student recruitment advisor here at Nexe Concept Limited. I will be your host today for this live session. So I will be, let me just give you an highlight of what I'll be doing today. So I'll be talking about some beautiful things you don't know about Ireland. I'll talk about your study option as an international student, and also I will talk about postgraduate work opportunities in Ireland. So those are the things I will be talking about. So you would have been hearing Ireland. Majority of you, when you hear Ireland, might be like, no, I don't want to go to Ireland. It might be because you already heard some things about Ireland. They might not be true, and they might be true. But today, I tell you, from what I will be telling you today, you will be able to make your decision on whether you should go for Ireland or not. And trust me, the decision would be positive. Like, you would always want to go for Ireland. Okay, so Ireland is becoming a popular destination for study lately, and this is because of the benefits they have to offer to international students. Ireland has a lot of benefits to offer to international students, and those are the things I will be talking about. So right here, I'll be starting from some of those things, some of those benefits attached to Ireland, like those reasons why you feel like, okay, why should I study in Ireland? Let's say someone is asking you, those things that you would say that people will be like, oh, if this is the case, then I have to go to Ireland. So that is what I will be starting with. And the first thing I will be talking about is the fact that Ireland is very closer to majority of the European countries. Ireland is just a short flight away. So if you are studying in Ireland, you would not be alone. you can never be alone. Let's say you have family members in other European countries, or Ireland is just a short flight away, so you can always go there, visit them, come back. So it is very closer to majority of the European countries. Another beautiful thing about Ireland that I know majority of you might not know is that many leading companies are located in Ireland. Like, they have their headquarters in Ireland. This might be the first time you are hearing this, but that is just it. The likes of Google, they have their headquarters in Ireland. Facebook, our headquarters is in Ireland. PayPal, Twitter, they all have their headquarters in Ireland. You might not know this before, but it's really a beautiful thing. So having their headquarters in Ireland, you know the meaning of that? It means there are more career opportunities, there are more job opportunities for you in Ireland because of this. Also, another thing about Ireland is the quality of education. Ireland has high quality education, and this is not just the word of mouth. Universities in Ireland actually rank top 3% worldwide, globally, top 3%. So Ireland is not just bearing the name of high quality education, you know, but even with the ranking, the universities have high ranking. So Ireland has high quality education because we have students that they just don't want to go to any country. They want countries with universities that are ranking high. So if you fall in that category, Ireland is the best place for you. Another beautiful thing about Ireland is the welcoming environment. How Ireland is known to be a friendly and welcoming area. Like, they have a friendly and welcoming culture. So it makes it easier for international students to adapt and feel at home. There is no way you not feel at home. Another beautiful thing is, apart from their welcoming culture, the main language in Ireland is the English language. So it is an English-speaking country. So going to an English-speaking country as an international student, that means there is no language barrier. It's easier for you to meet anyone. Hello, good afternoon, good morning. You would not have any issue with transitioning by the time you get there. You will not really feel like you are in a strange land, and that is because it is an English-speaking country. So Ireland is an English-speaking country. In case you don't know, majority of the people there speaks English. Another thing about Ireland I would like to tell you this morning is the beautiful nature. They have beautiful natural features and vibrant culture. So we've had some students, they don't want boring life, not because we want to go and study, so I should now be bored. I don't want to be bored at all. I want a place where I can enjoy myself. I will be able to balance fun, like I'll be able to have fun as well as study at the same time. So if that is what you want, Ireland is a good place because they have rich cultural heritage in Ireland, and this rich cultural heritage includes music, literature, festival, like all these things will make you have an enjoyable living experience in Ireland. So if you are this kind of student that do not want you don't want to just go there to study alone without having fun in any way, then Ireland is a good place for you. So another thing about Ireland that you might not know is regarding their credentials. Their credentials is accredited by ECTS, and that is the European Credit Transfer Accumulation System. Majority of Irish universities and colleges use this. They use ECTS, and this means having a credential accredited by ECTS means your credential is well recognized across Europe. Like any European country you go to, your credential will be well recognized. That is just the meaning. And I'm telling you, the majority of the countries, majority of the universities and colleges in Ireland, they use this. Also, let me talk about the last thing on my list before I move to the study option. I still have more to tell you about Ireland, but let me just talk about this before I come back to this. And this is the flexible work option in Ireland. Yes, in majority of the countries you can work 20 hours per week, right? In majority of the countries, as a student, you work 20 hours per week. So now what makes Ireland own different from other countries is working 20 hours per week as a student is only during session, when you are on session, when the school is on session, okay? When the school is not on session, when they are out of session, you are on holiday, you can work 40 hours per week during the holiday. So which means during, let's say, May, June, July, August, holiday falls within those periods, you can work 40 hours per week. Then between December 15 to January 15, you can also work 40 hours per week. So 20 hours per week is not constant like some other countries, okay? As a student, you are working 20 hours per week, right? But during the holiday, when the school is out of session, you are working 40 hours per week. So that is another beautiful thing about Ireland. So I have more to tell you, and you are going to get to know them when I'm talking about your study option and the postgraduate work opportunities in Ireland. Now I'll be talking about your study options in Ireland. So as an international student, what are the study options you have in Ireland? So as an international student, you can go for either a foundation course, you can go for an undergraduate course, and you can as well go for a postgraduate course. When I say a postgraduate course, this can be postgraduate diploma or master's. So they both fall under postgraduate courses. Now, when we are talking about foundation course and undergraduate students can go for foundation course. A postgraduate student can go for foundation course. And who are the people going for foundation course? Because some of you will think foundation course, I think it's only for undergraduates. No. Foundation course is just the course you go for. It's basically the course you go for when you are not eligible, when you are not meeting the requirements for what you want, then you can go for a foundation course. For example, you want to go and study a bachelor's degree in computer science. And the requirement is if you have A-level results or if you have GCSE, that's the requirement. But you have just WAEC certificate. Do you know you are not eligible for that bachelor's of science in computer science? So that means you have to go for a foundation course for you to be eligible. So same thing goes to postgraduate students. Let's say you want to go for a master's in I don't want to use an IT course again. Let's say you want to go for a master's in human resource management, but you do not meet the requirement. Maybe you have HND or you have a third class. Then you go for a foundation course, which is like a pre-master before you can go for your HRM, your human resource management. Do you understand? Also, sometimes it's not as if you have a third class or you have HND. The issue is that maybe you don't have a background. You want to go for, you are interested in going to tech, go into tech. You are interested in going for cybersecurity, data science, but you do not have a background and you don't really have work experience in it. So we've checked the requirement for you and you're like, oh, there's something you can do. You can go for a foundation course, like a pre-master, before you go for the masters. Do you understand? So that is foundation courses. Another thing about your study, another study option I will be talking about is we have diverse range of program. We have programs in the fields of engineering, business, medicine, technology, arts, and humanities. Any course that you feel like going for, you would get it in Ireland. Also, research opportunities in Ireland. Ireland is a hub for research and innovation, particularly in areas like pharmaceutical sciences, information technology, and renewable energy. If you are interested in any of this area and you are interested in research in any of this area, Ireland is the best place for you. Ireland is the best place for you. Also, let me chip this in. Ireland rank top 1% of research institution in the world. Like top 1% of research institution. So if you are that kind of student that don't want to go for a thought masters, you want to go for a research course, then Ireland is a good place for you. So if you are thinking, so do we have people that want to go for a research course? Yes, we do. Currently, I have a student that reached out to me lately. He told me he does not want a thought master. And when I'm saying does not want a thought master, it is in a country that research masters give more benefits, okay? And he said he wants a research masters, and I wanted to know more why he wanted that. And I got to know at the end of the day that it is just his interest. So if you fall in that category, Ireland is the best place for you. And let me also talk about most popular courses you can get in Ireland: business analytics, finance, big data, pharmaceutical science, construction. So if you are a techie, you are a tech bro, tech sis, you would like to further, or better still, maybe you are just transitioning, Ireland is a good place for you. Now I would be moving to the post-study work opportunities. Majority of you are waiting for this session for me to talk about the post-study work opportunities in Ireland, and here I am. I'll be talking about these post-study work opportunities. So in Ireland, you have a stay-back option. Ireland offers a general stay-back option for international students. So if you are a graduate in Ireland, you can have up to 2 years stay-back postgraduate work permits, up to 2 years, depending on the qualification you hold. Let's say you hold a BSc qualification from Ireland, you have 1 year, you can stay for 1 year. Let's say you hold a postgraduate qualification, a master's, PGD, you can stay for 2 years. So you can look for a job, you can work, That is just the major reason for staying back. Also, Ireland has a thriving job market. I mentioned that at the beginning, that majority of the multinational companies are located in Ireland, like their headquarters are based in Ireland. And I mentioned companies like Google, Facebook, Twitter, PayPal, LinkedIn. They all have their headquarters in Ireland. Like, do you know what that means? When they have their headquarters in Ireland, that means there are more career opportunities for you there. There is no way you would not get job. Like, this creates a wealth of job opportunities for graduates in Ireland. So whether you are a graduate, a BSc graduate, or a master's degree holder in Ireland, there are lots of job opportunities for you there. So another thing about Ireland, about the postgraduate option, postgraduate study option in Ireland, is the visa policies. Oh, this is like another sweet thing. Like, let me call it a sweet thing. Seriously, it is easier for you to transition from a student visa to work visa in Ireland. Very easy. It is very easy. The only thing you just need to do is, once you are done with your study, you already got an employment, you have an employment already, just go to the Agada station. The Agada station is the police station. Once you get there, you get your visa stamped so that you will be eligible to work, and you are good to go. So there's no stress. There's no stress in transitioning from your student visa to your work visa. All you need is just find a gather station, a police station, I mean by that. Then you present it to them and you get your work visa and you continue working. So later on, after your postgraduate work permit, maybe you've worked for 2 years with the postgraduate work permit, you can apply for a green card, which is the critical skill employment permit, or you apply for a work permit, general employment permit. That would also make you eligible to work after your postgraduate work permit. And later on, you can now decide to apply for another visa. They call that one will make you live and work in Ireland for a long period of time. Okay, so it's a process. You start from your study visa to your postgraduate work permit. From there, you apply for green card. Then from there, you apply for an extension, which makes you stay for a very long time in Ireland. So that is really a beautiful thing. And what I really like about their visa policy is the fact that you don't need to stress yourself at all. Like, there's no stress. So, like, police station is always an accessible place, like a place you can just go to. So you don't need to stress yourself to get your visa stamped for you to work. Just go there, tell them what you want, tell them you are done with your study, and they get it stamped and you are good to go. So that is another thing about their postgraduate study option in Ireland. So another thing about Ireland is, you might be thinking, okay, you've mentioned this, you've mentioned that. Can you just talk about the job roles? And can I just know, like, the salaries? I don't know, maybe that is your mind, but I will tell you the job roles and the approximately salary you can get in Ireland. So if you are in the hospitality industry, maybe like an hotel manager, you want to work in an hospitality industry, per hour you can earn an approximate of 34 euros per hour. As an accountant, you can earn 30 euros per hour. If you are in the tech field, as an information technologist, you can earn an approximate of 15 euros per hour. A business manager, you are a business manager in Ireland, you can earn an approximate of 13 euros per hour. If yours is in the aviation industry, you can, like a pilot, you can earn an approximate of 32 euros per hour. As a business analyst, maybe your own is the business analytics field. As a business analyst, you can earn an approximate of 23 euros per hour. So why am I mentioning this? These are the major job that people look out for. So, and those are the amounts you can earn per hour in Ireland. So when I tell you there are lots of job opportunities for you after your study in Ireland, it is not a joke at all. Okay, it is not a joke at all. So another thing I would like to talk about, I didn't talk about it when I was talking about the study option. They are like, I will not be giving you the requirements. We all know the requirements, but this is just like the major requirements you need to know. You might not know, but I don't want you to maybe come and meet us and meet a counselor before you get to know this. And the first thing is IELTS is a requirement in Ireland. Yes, we have schools that will tell you we are waiving IELTS for you, but when they are waiving IELTS for you, it is required for visa application. When you are submitting your visa application, you are submitting your English language test with it, okay? And the required score for IELTS for undergraduate students just get 6.0 with that is the band score. For each skill, you can have a minimum of 5.5, okay? For postgraduates, 6.5. For each skill, that is 6.5 band score, total band score. For each band, you can have 6.0, a minimum. But for some medical courses like nursing, they would require higher. They can require like 7.0 with each band score of 6.5. Okay, please take notes. Even if you find a school that is saying we are waiving IELTS for you, it is required for visa processing. Just put it in mind. Okay, so also we'll talk about the tuition fee. In Ireland, the tuition fee you can get as low as, for undergraduates, you can get as low as 9,850 euro. And for postgraduates, you can get as low as 9,950 euro for courses like for business courses, engineering, sciences, technology, arts, humanities. So if you can get as low as that amount, I think it's a good one. So the courses that have like high tuition rates, like tuition prices, like those are medical courses and health sciences courses. For postgraduates, you can still get 18,000 euro, while for undergraduates, it is more higher, like around over 40,000 euro for your medical courses. So if you are interested in medical courses in Ireland, just budget that kind of amount, okay? So the cost of studying in Ireland is favorable. It's favorable. If you can get as low as 9,000 for both undergraduate and postgraduate, is favorable. So now it is not dependent on the school you are going to. So let me tell you another beautiful thing about Ireland. Majority of schools in Ireland are working on early bets. When I say early bets, let's say you submit your application early and you get offer early, you are making payments early, you get a particular amount of your tuition. You can get as high as 3,525 of your tuition. So it's another beautiful thing about Ireland that majority of you might not know. So early birds get discounts in Ireland. Then I would like you to take note that the tuition payments in Ireland is 60%. 60% of your tuition or full tuition is required. For visa, what the embassy is requesting from them is just for the school to, once they see that you've paid 6,000 out of your tuition, they are good to go. But each school with their policy, they want you to just pay 60% so that you don't have to bother yourself, okay? So just pay the 60% and you are good to go. Also, a 6 month bank statement is required for Ireland. Then the cost of living in Ireland is 10,000 euro. So, but I would advise, the advice we give to our students is just for you to be on the safer side, for you not to be stranded by the time you get there, just have around 12,000 to 15,000 euro in your bank statement, in your bank account, okay? But 10,000 euro is what is required from the embassy. That is what they want to see, okay? But you can have higher. There's no crime in having higher. But there is what? There's crime in having lower, okay? So just take note of that. Also, let me talk about the support services in Ireland. Irish institutions provide extensive support services for international students, their orientation program, language support. Though you don't have issues with language, but maybe you fall in the middle of people speaking Irish, though there are not many speaking that, then there is language support. They support with your career. They have career services. So you don't have to be scared. They have career services. So this would help you academically and even socially. Also, global networking. You can network with different people in Ireland. It is easy for you to network with people in Ireland. Okay. So in all, from everything I've been mentioning, in case you can't remember, let me just give you like a recap. Ireland, I mentioned for people that are just joining, so I mentioned the reasons why you should study in Ireland, and the first thing I mentioned is the fact that Ireland is closer to other European countries, which means it is easier for you to go on a short flight to meet family and friends. You can't be alone, you can't be lonely in Ireland. You can ever be alone in Ireland. Also, I mentioned that there are lots of leading companies headquarters there. I mentioned Google, I mentioned Microsoft, I mentioned PayPal, LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook. They all have their headquarters in Ireland, which means there are lots of career opportunities, job opportunities for you in Ireland. I spoke about their environment. They have a welcoming environment. Ireland is known for its friendly and welcoming culture. I spoke about the natural features, the vibrant culture, which means you would have fun while studying there. If you are a fun person that do not want everything to be about study, then Ireland is a good place for you. So I spoke about their credentials that is being accredited by ECTS, and that is the European Credit Transfer Accumulation System. I spoke about that also, and this ECTS makes your credential recognized across all European countries, like across Europe. Okay, so I also spoke about the flexible work option. I said you can get up to 2 years postgraduate work permits in Ireland, and I gave an analysis that if you are holding a bachelor's degree in Ireland, you have 1 year. If you have a master's degree, postgraduate qualification, you have 2 years. Okay. Then I spoke about the hours you can work. As a student, you can work 20 hours per week during session, and out of session you work 40 hours per week. Okay. So that is another beautiful thing that majority of the countries don't do. So then I spoke about the study option. Your study option, you can go for foundation course if you don't meet the requirement for the course you are going for. You can go for masters, you can go for PGD, you can go for bachelor's degree. And I made mention that when we are talking about foundation, it is not meant for undergraduates alone. A postgraduate student can also go for foundation, and theirs is just more like pre-masters. Okay, I spoke about people who love research. Some people love research. I said Ireland is also a beautiful place for them. Okay, so those are the things I have mentioned. I spoke about the popular courses there: business analytics, finance, big data, pharmaceutical science, construction. I spoke about that too. I spoke about visa policies that when you finish studying in Ireland, all you need to do is just go to their gather station, which is their police station, to get your student visa stamped, and you get your work visa, and you are good to go. So it is not stressful. I don't think if they tell a Nigerian today to go to a police station, it will sound so stressful for them. No, it is not stressful at all. Just let them know, show them your certificate. So I'm done studying. This is my work. This is my study visa. This and that. I already have employment. I would like to get a postgraduate work visa, and they would give you. So that is another thing I spoke about. I also spoke about the salaries, the approximately salaries, and I think the approximately minimum salary I mentioned was 13 euros per hour, and that is for the business managers. And I think the highest I mentioned was 34 euros per hour for hotel managers, like people in the hospitality industry. Okay, so I also spoke about the requirements. IELTS, the tuition, you can get as low as 9,850 for undergraduates and 9,950 for postgraduates. So it is really affordable. It is really affordable. And looking at the fact that there are a lot of job opportunities there, this tuition is really affordable. Okay, so I spoke about the exception we have, which is for the medical courses and health sciences courses. They are the ones that look like they are expensive. Okay, so that is it, and those are the beautiful things about Ireland. So for you watching there, I know majority of you would have a lot of questions. Please start dropping your questions. So that I can answer your question. I don't know if you have questions. Please start dropping your questions. Let me try and check if I already have questions. So Ireland is just a good place for you, a very good place for you to be. So if you have question, please drop your question. Maybe you've heard something about Ireland and you're like, okay, let me just ask, is this thing true? Is it right? Please just drop your question. Okay. No one is asking question. Okay. So you can still ask your question. So I'm still here. So in the absence of in the absence of question, I'm going to be moving to another exciting news. I have to tell you, this is beyond Ireland. I will just have to say this. It is beyond Ireland, but I know this news would bring smile to your faces. There's no way you will not smile. Okay, I have a question. Okay, Ireland, do they allow dependents? No, Ireland does not allow dependents. However, by the time you are done, I mentioned different categories of visas you can get in Ireland. By the time you have spent like 5 years, you already have work visa in Ireland, then your dependents can start visiting, and in the long run, they will be able to stay. But while you are going, you can go with your dependents. Sorry about that. Ireland does not accept dependents. Okay, so do applicants for masters by research go with their dependents? No. Unlike UK, even if you are going for masters by research in Ireland, you can still go with your dependents. If you are going for study, you are going for study. Okay, so that is it for Ireland. Okay, is there any other question? So the only thing about Ireland that majority of people might not like is just the dependent. Aside from that dependent, everything about Ireland is so beautiful. For real, so beautiful. Is it their approximate income? Is it their postgraduate study option? Is it the career opportunities there? Everything about Ireland is so beautiful. So there's no way you would not want to go to Ireland. Okay, so is there any other question? Okay, I am not getting any other question. But you can still drop the questions while I keep on telling you the exciting news I said I was going to tell you about. And the exciting news is Nexi Virtual Fair. Maybe some of you have been opportune to see Nexi Virtual Fair flyer out there, maybe the ad and the likes. So I don't know, maybe you've not registered. If you have not registered, please, as I'm speaking, the link will be dropping in the comment section. Register for it because you don't want to miss this virtual fair. This virtual fair is a 2-day fair. And what are we going to be discussing? It is beyond Ireland that I'm talking about today. We are going to be talking about a lot of countries and a lot of schools. Okay, we are going to be talking about schools. We are going to be talking about course selection. Like, okay, you know, like when I was talking at the beginning, I mentioned something like you don't have a tech background, you want to go into tech, you know. I'm telling you, if you come for this fair, you would know more because we have representatives from schools coming. We have representatives from schools in Ireland, schools in UK, schools in USA. We have in other European countries like Schengen countries. We have them coming. So you are going to learn a lot directly from the rep. So when you are learning directly from the rep and asking direct questions, so you know how that is, it's like a big opportunity for you. And this is free. There's nothing attached to it. Also, you will get to know about admission requirements. You know about visa requirements. You know, I didn't really talk about visa. I only told you that IELTS is needed for visa, even if school is waiving it for Ireland, you know. But for this fair, you are going to get to know about Ireland visa requirements, UK visa requirements, for research courses, for this, for everything. You know, I know some of you have heard that not all research courses in UK can go with dependents. So you would have opportunities to ask directly from them to know why, what is going on. So these are the things we are bringing to your table. And this virtual fair we hold on the 7th and 8th of June. That is Friday and Saturday this week. Friday and Saturday this week. So please, you don't want to miss it. So in the comment section, you are going to see the link to register in case you have not registered. Also, you are going to learn about traveling with your dependent, traveling with your family. You are going to learn a lot of things. Maybe you have something bothering your mind. You are thinking, okay, this is the country I'm interested in. Can I go with my family? Can I do this? You hear from the representative themselves. Okay, so please don't miss this fear for anything, because there's nothing as sweet as hearing from the horse's mouth. For real, hearing from the horse's mouth is just like the best thing. You are able to interact with them. You are able to hear from them. So I'll be giving you the program schedule for this fair. It starts on Friday, 7th of June 2024 by 3 p.m. On this day, we are going to be talking about study in Europe. So everything you need to know about Europe, just come. We are going to be telling you on the 7th of June 2024. That is this Friday, like Friday. Today is Wednesday, Friday. Okay. Now the second section comes up on Saturday, 8th of June. This session is split into two. The first one is by 12 p.m. and we are going to be talking about UK, the United Kingdom, and Ireland. So I've spoken about Ireland today, but that day you are going to be meeting with rep from schools, so you hear directly from there. You never can tell, maybe that day you are going to get to know about some schools discount yourself, and you decide, oh, this is the school I want. Also, UK, you meet with the rep, they will be able to tell you more about their research courses. Majority of you have been, some people are even frustrated with the research courses, you know. Some will be like, I don't even understand the research courses. I have to reach out to supervisor. You can ask them questions directly. They tell you how to go about it. Okay? So that is by 12 noon. Okay, sorry, that was the network. So I was answering the question. I said, aside from IELTS, they accept Duolingo, they accept TOEFL, they accept. Okay, so for the fair, I'm talking. Okay, no. Please, are you talking about Northern or Southern Ireland? Sorry, that was the network. So I think there is no other question in the comment section. I can't see any other question here, but I noticed some people are just joining. So I'll just be taking the recap once again. I spoke about Ireland. I spoke about study options in Ireland. I spoke about the benefits of studying in Ireland, and I also graduate work opportunities in Ireland. So I will just give like an highlight of those things I've mentioned. I will not be giving detail. So I spoke about the proximity to not northern, please. Northern Ireland is in the UK. North Ireland is in the UK. So does Ireland school accept you to bring dependents when on master's thought program? No, they don't accept dependents for both thought program and research program. Your dependents can only join you later on after you've spent a while in the country. Okay, so you can keep the question coming while I'm doing the recap for people that are just joining. So I mentioned that the proximity of Ireland to other European countries, which means you can just enter a short flight to visit your family and friends that are around in other European countries. So studying in Ireland means you can never be alone. So I mentioned that majority of the leading companies, like multinational companies, are located in Ireland. They have their headquarters in Ireland. The likes of Google, the likes of LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook, PayPal, they all have their headquarters in Ireland, which means there are lots of career opportunities for you in Ireland. I mentioned that there is high quality education, and this is not just by mouth, because universities in Ireland rank top 3% worldwide. I talked about their welcoming environment, because Ireland is known for the friendly and welcoming culture. I spoke about their vibrant culture and their beautiful nature, their beautiful natural features. And I told you that if you are this kind of person that do not like to be bored, Ireland is a good place. I also spoke about their accreditation, which is ECTS accredited. That is the European Credit Transfer Accumulation System, which means your credentials from Ireland is recognized across Europe. I spoke about the work option, the flexible work option. As a student, you work 20 hours per week during session. Out of session, you work 40 hours per week as a student in Ireland. Also, I spoke about the postgraduate work opportunity. You have up to 2 years postgraduate work opportunity depending on your qualification. Either you are holding a bachelor's degree or a postgraduate master's degree. So I spoke about that. I spoke about transitioning to a postgraduate work visa. I told you, you just go to their gather station, that is their police station, to get your student visa stamped after you are in employment. So it is very easy. Their visa policies is not something that you have to worry about. It is an easy one. I spoke about the job roles and approximate salary. The lowest salary I mentioned was 13 euros per hour, and the highest was 34 euros per hour. So calculating it for part-time and full-time, you will know what that means. I spoke about some of the major requirements, which is IELTS. I spoke about their tuition, and I spoke about their tuition, and I said they need a 6-month bank statement. I spoke about their cost of living, which is 10,000 euro. So those are the things I spoke about. And lastly, I spoke about NEXIT virtual fair. I try to encourage people to register, because there are a lot of things we are bringing to the table for the fair. So those are the things I spoke about. So I'm going to be answering questions that came in during the recap, then the session ends. Okay, so can you please clear the air on the notion that Ireland is meant for just IT courses? Okay, Ireland is not meant for just IT courses. However, IT courses have more advantage than other courses. I will tell you the reason. So I was mentioning that the multinational companies have their headquarters there, and the companies I mentioned are the likes of Google, I mentioned LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, PayPal. Those are the companies I mentioned. All these companies need tech, like they are big on tech, they are big on IT courses. So that is why majority, when you hear Island, the first thing that comes to your mind is IT course, IT course. So that does not mean you are not going to get other courses there. But looking at the career opportunities, IT courses have more advantage than other courses. I hope you get that. So that is just it. Island is not meant for only IT students. It is meant for different categories of students, not IT courses alone. But IT courses have more advantage. Do you get job opportunities for them? Since their currency is euro, what is the range of tuition fee for? Oh, I mentioned that earlier. Okay, maybe you joined us late. So I said you can get as low as, I don't know if you are asking for undergraduate or postgraduate. I don't know the one you are asking for. But for undergraduate, you can get as low as 9,850, and you can get as high as 34,500, depending on the course you are going for and depending on the school you are going for. Please take notes. The school and the course matters, but you can get as low as 9,850 euro. Okay, so now for postgraduates, you can get as low as 9,950 euro for postgraduates. Okay, the same range for undergraduates you can get for postgraduates. So, and it is also dependent on the course and the school you are going for. Okay. Okay, also, okay, she said masters. Okay, so if it is masters, just budget 9,950 to as high as 34,500. But I'm telling you, majority of the schools we are partner with, you can get within 9,950 to around 15,000 euro. So then, does Island School accept you to bring your dependents when on master taught program? No, they don't accept dependents. Island does not accept dependents. Sorry about that. Island does not accept dependents. So I think that is all from here. Okay, if there is any other question, please do well to drop your question, because I'll be ending this session in a few minutes. Please do well to drop your questions, and please don't forget the next virtual fair that is coming up on the 7th, Friday 7th of June 2024, this coming Friday, this Friday after tomorrow, Thursday, okay, and Saturday 8th of June 2024. I already highlighted what we'll be doing. I highlighted it. I already told you reps from different schools will be coming. I told you the session. Just as a recap, the first section will be holding on Friday by 3 p.m. We'll be talking about Europe, study in Europe. The second session will be holding by 12 p.m. We'll be talking about study in UK and Ireland. And the last session will be holding 5 p.m. on Saturday, that same Saturday. That means you will have time to rest after we are done with the 12 p.m. section, and we are going to be talking about study in North America, Canada, and United States. Thank you so much for joining. Okay, how is the application window for Ireland like? So the application window is always open. However, for international students, I would advise you apply early. Do you know why? For visa, it is advisable you apply for your visa, let's say 8 weeks before the resumption. That is what I would advise you. So if you are applying for your visa 8 weeks before resumption, it means you would have applied for your admission, like you have submitted your application earlier, just for your visa processing to start earlier. So please, it's not like some other countries that application window open once in a year. No, currently application window is still ongoing. Sometimes until courses are filled up, it does not close. But for international students, please apply early because of your visa. Okay? All right. Okay, Vera said, all right, this has been, thank you. Thank you so much. Thanks to everybody for joining. And please don't forget to register for our virtual fair so that you don't miss out. This information I came to give you today is just like a tip. Like, you are going to get more information during the fair, and not only on Ireland, on other countries. So thank you so much. This same time next week, by 12 noon next week on Wednesday, we are going to be coming here to give you another update. It might not be about Ireland, it might be about any other country, about studying abroad. So we are here to give you whatever you need to know just to have a seamless application to study abroad. So next week, this same time and this same channel, like Nexi Concept Limited Instagram, you are going to see us again. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Sophie. Thank you, Vera. Thank you, Dax. Thank you, Kenny. I won't be able to mention everybody, but thank you so much for joining. See you again next year. And my name remains Elizabeth Oluyemi, a student recruitment advisor here at Nexi Concept Limited. So if you have any inquiries, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to send us a DM, and we are going to attend to your inquiries. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. See you next week.